Hi guys, welcome to Team Gold Conference, the Emmutec Opportunity. My name is James Ciccarelli, and I do have 15 years in the business, and I'm excited about this company here because they're doing a lot of positive changes. And the one thing that I really like a lot is that they have a cause, and their cause is fighting against cybercrime. So it's really good cause because there's a lot of criminals, and right now cybercrime happens to be the number one crime. So you get to be part of something that's a little bigger than yourself, and that's always something very rewarding. What I want to talk about is A, how does Emmutec apply to you in your life, and how can you make some money with it? Well, the first thing I'd like to talk about is a little bit about Team Gold. Okay? What Team Gold is we're a bunch of professionals that came together, and we knew there was a problem in the industry. We knew a lot of people started network marketing, and a lot of people had a great idea and get in. They wanted to make money, but people were quitting after a month, 2 months, 3 months. So we examined this, and we wanted to find out why. And one of the biggest reasons why people fail in this industry, believe it or not, it's leadership. So why we created Team Gold is because we wanted a bunch of professionals that created a team, so we'll give you the leadership to succeed in this business. So we're really excited about that. We put a lot of work into it. And so far, everybody that's in our team, we're giving them the time, we're giving them the education they need to succeed. And also what we did is we put together something called Team Gold Academy. And that's basically where the new person, the experienced person can plug into this academy and learn exactly how to do this business, learn a little bit about your mindset, very important, and real important to learn about your skill set. See, a lot of people come into this industry and they think they're going to get rich in 3 months. So I hope to educate you and really lead you down the path that's going to really help you excel. So Team Gold welcomes you. Let me talk a little bit about the company. Fantastic people, John and Catherine Edwards. I've talked to both of them on the phone. Very nice people, and they really care about people. And just to give you a little bit about their background, they both have 30 years in network marketing. They were on the top of 3 different companies where they were at the top and succeeded and helped thousands of distributors become successful. So they understand what it's like to work with people, help people, and get them to step up and get to that next level. But they also understand that people have to be willing to work. So if you're willing to work at a part-time business at your house and have the potential to make more income than 2 jobs, you might need to pay attention. Also, just to tell you a little bit about the background of Emmutec, it is a division of a company called New Choice, which is 10 years old, and it does about $50 million in sales. And John and Catherine Edwards own New Choice. So they saw this great idea with Emmutec. They knew there was a huge problem, and they thought it would be a great way to reward the field and reward people with a product that everybody's using already and everybody needs. And I'm going to get into the product and show you exactly how it works. What I also want to show you right now, this is a hypergrowth chart. See, back in the day, about 15, 20 years ago, when I started my first network company, people thought I was crazy. They thought we were known or labeled as the misfits back then, because everything was beautiful. 401ks were great, people were hiring, the Social Security wasn't threatened. So you had all these positive things that you didn't need network marketing. And you know, if somebody comes up to you today and they say, oh, network marketing doesn't work, that's okay, guys. They just don't understand business. They don't understand that now billionaires are stepping up. People like Donald Trump, Warren Buffett, they own their own network companies. So when billionaires are getting in this industry, you need to keep an eye on it. Because if you want to become wealthy, you have to do what wealthy people do. And most wealthy people will see things coming years before the average people do. That's why they become wealthy. And one of the great things about Emmutec right now is we are right there. We see the leadership arrow. We're right there. We're in our foundation period. We haven't even stretched out our legs yet. And I don't know if you understand what the hypergrowth chart's all about. That's basically when a new company starts, they got a great product, and the first couple of years they grow, they usually grow 600 to 700%. Like Google went from $85, and when it went through its hypergrowth, it was around $400. And now it's stable. So that's what you want. So guys, you're at the right place at the right time. So now you're at this leadership. You're going to help build this with us and ride this expansion all the way to the top. So if you understand business at all, you're at the right place at the right time with this company. And I wanted to show you that because I know there's a lot of business-minded people on here who will understand that. If you don't understand it, I just taught you a lesson. So that's very important. Well, let me talk to you a little bit about the problem. Well, obviously, let me give you some facts. In the year 2011, 1 in 4 people were hacked or infected in their computers. That equaled worldwide 431 million people. It's a lot of people. Okay? The cost was $388 billion was the cost to either fix it or to get their computer on the right track. So you can see there's some real big cost. So the question is, does Norton, McAfee, AVG, and Microsoft Network really protect your computer? Well, the answer is no, because the facts are right there. If they did, not 1 in 4 people in 2011 would have got their computers infected. And to me, guys, that's really scary because we're putting our trust in these big name companies that they're really protecting us. And they're really not. And, you know, I've known that. We all know that. How many people, you know, get viruses all the time? It's just like a common thing. But here we are spending millions and millions of dollars to these companies and you're not being protected. So when you take $100 and you buy AVG's best package and you spend your $100, you might as well just be handing your $100 to a bum on the street because it's not doing, because it's old technology. Old technology doesn't work in this industry. They use a blacklist and that's it. And I'm going to explain a little bit about that on the next slide. Well, what is Emmunize? How are we different than the old technology? First of all, we're disruptive innovation. And what that means is it's such a big change in technology that you can't go back. And that's what we have here. See, all these other companies that I mentioned in the prior page, they use the blacklist. And basically what that is that's 7 to 14 day old viruses or even older. So what they do is they find out what's old from people getting viruses or complaints, and the company finds these viruses, they put them in this huge blacklist, and they store it on your computer. And then you ever notice when you go to scan your computer with some of these old technology companies, it really slows down your computer. You can't really even use it. That's because it's using all that space and it's checking back and forth. Well, Emmunize knew that wasn't going to work, and they knew that cybercrime was growing at a dramatic rate. So one of the engineers said, how can we stop it? So what they did is they came out with, not only do they have a blacklist too, guys, but they have also a whitelist. And what a whitelist does, that shows all the accepted programs that are good. And then they also have cloud technology. All the information stored in the cloud. So you're not going to have your computer slow down like some of these other. And it also keeps your computer up to date 24/7. So now they got a blacklist and a whitelist. So what happens is, if a virus or something or some adware or spyware tries to come into your computer, if Emmunize doesn't recognize it, it will not let it in. It's the bodyguard we always wanted. Just like your security at your house. If somebody was trying to break in your door and your security wasn't working, you'd get a new one. Well, that's what's happening with this old technology, guys. McAfee, AVG, it's not working. So it's time to realize it's not working. The proof's in the pudding. There's videos, news clips. There's a wealth of information out there. So feel free to look further into this. Let me show you the proof. We had a company by the name of Malware Research Group, which malware means malicious software. It's kind of the umbrella of all viruses, adware, spyware, and everything. So this malware research group took 50,000 new and old viruses and shot them at all these companies. Now there's more, but I just wanted to show you some of the top big names. And when you look at the blue, you see the 1 to 14-day protection. You see that Emmunize got 100%. All the others failed. They got 96%, 93, 98, 96, 91. Now those numbers don't look bad. But when you take 50,000 viruses and you only get 96%, it's pretty bad. Because remember, it only takes one infection to destroy your computer. And this even blew my mind even more. When it comes to brand new viruses, because there's 10,000 viruses created every day, Emmunize did a fabulous job and stopped 100%. All the others, guys, zero. 0%. They couldn't stop it. And when I saw this, I was amazed because you know what? I wasn't protected. No wonder why I lost about 3 computers in the past. Because I wasn't protected, but yet I was giving these big names my money, putting my faith in them, and thinking they were protecting me, and they're not. So it was a big eye-opener for me, and I hope it's an eye-opener for you. The bottom line, guys, you need to get protected because those companies can't do it for you. I don't know how important it is for you to protect your identity and protect your files in your computer, but if you're like me, it's very important and you do value that. So I do encourage you to step up and get immunized. Well, I talked a little bit about the product. Now I want to talk a little bit about the opportunity. This is what kind of blew me away. Because how many of you would like to have an antivirus but not pay for it? I was excited about that because I don't want to pay for anything I don't have to. Well, not only is it a fantastic virus and identity protection, but they enable you to make money with a disruptive, innovative product. I get excited when that happens because I know there's a market for it. So there's 4 different ways to get paid. Okay, and just so you know, this is a 50 billion plus market. That's how much all these other companies are making in profit a year. So you think there's some potential to make some money? Absolutely, because most people have a home, and in their home they have a laptop or a desktop that needs to be protected. Worldwide, it's about 1.6 billion users, and yes, we're in 9 different countries. So we're just not limited to the United States, which I thought was great because I know a lot of people in different areas. Let me go ahead and share with you how you get paid. Okay, the first way to get paid, which I was excited about because I've been in a lot of companies where it was lotions, pills, powders, and stuff like that. Although they might have some good product, there's not really an area for you to make money. Well, for $6.99, guys, that will cover 1 computer with Emmutec. And you will make, for every customer you get for $6.99, that'll be $1.25. For $7.99 a month, it covers 2 computers. That's $1.50 you're making. For $8.99, that's 3 computers. That's $2. Well, think about if you get 100 customers at the $8.99 at $2. That's $200 residual every month by month by month. Just sharing how great the system is and how great the antivirus is protecting people. That's not even including the other ways to get paid. So you can make a good passive income just on the retail sales part. So that excited me. And if some of you just want to try it and you don't want to do the business, those are the costs to you. $6.99, $7.99, $8.99. And I welcome you to try it if you want to do that first. But for some of you that are a little more serious and they want to make a little more cash, let me go on further and show you how you can make some more cash. First thing they did was they gave us a fast start bonus. Now this is great because what this does is it gets some cash in your hand weekly and rewards you for going out there and sharing this with people. So when you go out and share this with somebody and they say, you know what, this makes sense to me, I'm a business-minded person, I'm in, you're going to make $10 just for that person getting in your business. Plus you're getting an additional $10 for a Founders Club bonus. So every time you refer somebody to this business, you get paid weekly on that. You make $20. Well, you signed up 5 people, that's $100, guys. Some people do that in a day or 2. Some people it takes a week. So it's a great way to just get some fast start bonus in your money, cash in your pocket. Okay, and I thought that was great too. It's always good to make some money real quickly. And what I wanted to show you here was just a basic chart of the residual income you can make with this company. Now this is based on a 3x9 forced matrix. Okay, so as you can see, it goes from the 1st level to the 9th level. And as you can tell, like any network marketing business, you got to build it a little bit. But as you share this and you go through each level, the main thing I wanted to show you is $40,998. Just for sharing a product that everybody uses, everybody needs, and everybody wants, you can make $40,998. Now, you're going to make that overnight? No. This is a business. It has to be long term. Give yourself a 2-year outlook. And you got to be consistent. and with the support of Team Gold, we're going to train you. We're going to stick by you. We're going to help you get over this and show you how to make that 40,000. And that's our goal. Our goal is to leave nobody left behind. Make sure everybody makes 40,000. I don't care about me. I've been through my hard times, guys. I've been the guy that wasn't able to go to Walmart and get a pair of shoes for his kid because he had no money. I know what it's like to be on the bottom. But you know what? A gentleman came up to me and said, if you want to change, you got to be willing to change. Now, that might not sound like such great advice, but it made sense to me. He said, Jim, if you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to keep getting the same result. He goes, if you want a different result, you need to copy what wealthy people do and do what they do. He said it's not rocket science. He says don't get caught up in all the hype. Just change what you're doing. He said stop thinking like a consumer and start acting like a business owner. And that really hit me. And ever since then, it really helped me change my life. I'm no longer that guy that can't go to Walmart and buy his kids shoes. I'm the guy now that can go to Walmart and I can get her anything she wants. So guys, don't take this lightly. This is a business. And if you are business minded and you're looking to make some money, you definitely have the right place, the right place. Because I showed you we're in the hypergrowth and where we are. Well, this is the third way to make some money. Well, actually the fourth way, I'm sorry, excuse me. This is the matching bonus. This definitely put the cherry on the top for me. Because this matching bonus is so huge, it just totally changes the whole dynamics. When you go out and you refer or sponsor 3 people to this business, you become a manager. Some people do this in a day. And when you become a manager, they're going to give you 20% on all your personals. Those are your personal people that you invite to this company that say, you know what, I got a business of mine, I'm signing up. When you go out and share this with 6 people, they give you an additional 10% matching bonus on everything they do, their whole entire network. Okay? When you go out and share this with another 3 people, you're now a regional director. They also give you another additional 10% on your personals. Well, let me put this in perspective. Let's say you're above average like most of us in this webinar and you get your 9 people. Well, now you're going to get 20% on all 9 people. But here's the great thing. Not only do you make 20% on them, but now when those 9 people go out and start sharing this to get their 3, to their 6, to their 9, you're going to make 10%. When those 9 people start going, you're going to make an additional 10%. Now, that comes out to a huge number. But I don't want to tell you that number. What I want to do is I want to simplify this. Let's just say everybody on this webinar can only get 3 people. I want to show you what you can do if you just get 3 and help your 3 get 3 to 9 levels. Now, I showed you the 40,000, but when you put these matching bonuses in, it totally changes the whole outcome. Now, here's you. You're excited. You started your new business. You went out and got your 3 people. You shared a great product with 3 people who needed a good product anyway, so they're willing to try it. And the results speak for themselves. The stories we have about what this product has done for us is amazing. Let me share you my story. I was using McAfee. And McAfee said my computer was clean. It was great. There was nothing wrong with it. So I said, all right, I'll try this Emmutec. I don't think it's going to find anything, but I'll try it. So I downloaded Emmutec, and I was so surprised. Just on a quick scan, it found 3 viruses, 11 threats, and 166 spy cookies. And then it got rid of it all for me. After that, I was a believer. And then I heard my upline Keith story, and I heard a bunch of other stories, and some of the people I referred to this business, I started hearing their story. So I know for a fact that this product works. You couldn't talk me out of it. So when you go out and refer those 3 people, and you help them refer 3 to 9 levels, your check matching bonus on your first 3 people, because it's 20%, will be $8,199 on each person. So we're just going to say 3. Just say your average. They say the average person in network marketing can get 3 people. Now, when you combine the matrix plus your 3 and your 20% bonus, guys, you're looking at $65,000 a month. Every month. Would that change some of your life? Would some of you maybe be able to do some things you couldn't do in a while? Would maybe some of you be able to change your future, or maybe get what it is that you haven't gotten in your life? What is it that's in your life that you need to change? If you think about it, if I had a magic wand and I was able to change anything in your life for some of you, what would it be? Well, I'm sure some of you wanted to go to college. Some of you maybe wanted a new career. Maybe some of you want to travel. Maybe some of you want to take care of a person that means a lot to you. Maybe some of you want to donate to your church or go traveling to different countries. What is it that you want in your life? Because, ladies and gentlemen, I'm dedicated to show you how to get that. Because I can promise you, you're looking at this for a reason. You're not here because you have everything you want. You're here because you need a change. Stop sitting on your butt and let's get that change. Let's get dedicated and focused, and you give me your all, and you get 3 people. We'll show you how to make that $65,000 a month. And, another question I get a lot, or should I say a complaint right away, right off the bat, because a lot of people aren't business minded. How much did it cost? Well, let me ask you a question. With an opportunity where you can make $65,000 a month from a stay-at-home business, what do you think it's worth? I don't know, $5,000? $10,000? What would you be willing to pay if you knew you put hard work and dedication, and with 2 years you could make $65,000? I don't know, $1,000? Well, let me show you what it takes to start this business. And I think a lot of you are going to be blown away like I was. Guys, just for $59, a one-time payment, you can become an affiliate with Emmutec. And you can have the rights to go out and sell this product, which is actually, it's just, like I said, disruptive innovation. There is nobody better. We can prove it, and we have a great product. And after that $59, the only cost you have to you is $19.99 for 2 computers or $21.99 a month for 3 computers. Well, I needed 3, so I had to do the $21.99. So where can you go and start a business for $59 down, which is really a night out to dinner, and $21.99 a month, which is probably going to Starbucks 3 times a week, and make $65,000 a month by month by month? So if you're serious about making the change, and you're serious about wanting to reward people in your life and really get ahead, you got to believe in yourself. You got to go for it. You got to get it. Listen, nobody gets wealthy sitting on their butt. Nobody gets wealthy taking 100 excuses off the top of their head. And nobody gets wealthy complaining all the time. If you're really ready to change and you really want to dedicate yourself to something, you can do this. Guess what, guys? People are making money in network marketing. Like I said, today billionaires are buying into this industry. Everybody wants to work at home. Corporate America doesn't have your best interest now. It's time for you to change with the market and understand the change and have that vision. I just wanted to show you this because I wanted to let you know we have great customer support. We have product tech support, distributor support, and also you get the support from Team Gold and our academy. But the one thing I want to say about the product tech support is that unlike the other companies that when you call and have a serious problem, they want to charge you $60-70, ours is free. And these guys are geniuses. They know how to come in your computer, take stuff out. These guys are not amateurs. They know what they're doing. Think about it. They developed the best antivirus product out there. Immunize is so good, it's actually like a firewall plus some. So you're getting a lot more with Immunize. Okay, and also, like I said, it's always updated 24/7 in the cloud. No worries there. Well, here's the challenge. My challenge is for you. I want you to evaluate your life, and you think about where you are and the changes you want and what it is that you want to accomplish. If you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, and you're sick of not getting the respect you deserve, you're sick of people just trying to use you and abuse you, guys, step up. Realize that you are good enough. All you need is the right coach. See, McDonald's isn't the best hamburger in the world, but they have a proven system. If you follow the system, you'll become wealthy in McDonald's. Most people who will follow a system and plug into that system will succeed. The question is, are you willing to plug into that system? So I challenge you to think about where you are in your life and the changes you want to make, and I encourage you to do it. At $59 and $21.99 a month, you don't have a lot of risk. So let's get that change. Let's stop all this running around. Let's stop feeling bad about ourselves. Let's stop dreaming about going on vacations, and let's start taking those vacations. Let's start buying those cars you want to buy. Let's start living a better lifestyle. Let's start being a blessing to people. But you know what? The only way for you to get to the end is to get started. So let's get started. Guys, I like to thank you for taking the time to watch this. I know everybody has a busy schedule and time. A lot of people don't have time. So I don't take that lightly, and I do thank you for taking the time to watch this. And I also would ask you to please get with the person that invited you to this video. Get back with them and let you know, number one, hey, thanks a lot, Jim. Sounds like a great product. I just want to try the product for right now. Great, try the product. Let me show you how to get started. Let them know if you're the second type of person. Hey, Jim, you know what? I see what you're doing here. I have a business minded. I want to take advantage of that hyper growth. Where do I send my check to? We welcome you. Get back with the person. He'll show you how to get started. Or maybe you're the third type of person where you're like, you know what? This sounds great, but I have a lot of questions. I'm confused. Great. Get back with the person that invited you to this. We'll get your questions answered, and we'll get you started. Guys, thank you for tuning in. Let us know where you stand. And I look forward to talking to you guys and seeing you in the future.